How's it going, guys? Hope everybody's doing well. This video is going to be about my last minute thoughts and predictions on the fight happening tonight between Mike Tyson and Roy Jones. I watched the weigh-in for the fight yesterday and both fighters looked in pretty good condition. I think Mike Tyson came in at 220 pounds and Roy Jones came in at 210. So not too much of a size difference between the two guys. Saw the face-off. Like I said, they look a similar size. Should be a pretty entertaining fight. It's two legends of the sport, two Hall of Famers going at it. And the way I think this fight's going to play out is I think Mike Tyson's going to win the fight by knockout. And let's talk about that. I think the 8 2-minute rounds favors Mike Tyson. He's been out the ring for way longer than Roy Jones. So I think... and he's been smoking a lot of weed and smoking a lot of shit. So I think the shortened rounds and the shortened amount of rounds favors Mike Tyson, also due to his explosive style and his aggressive style. So I think he won't have to worry about pacing himself as much, as he was having problems with stamina late in his career, and that was a long time ago. So you can imagine it'll be even worse now. Like I say, I think that leans towards Mike Tyson's favor. And also power being the last thing to go. We've seen in the videos, Mike Tyson looks to still have his power. In the videos of both fighters doing mitts and, this and that, it looks like they both got pretty good hand speed still, even at this age. But, like I say, power is the last thing to go. We know Mike Tyson, he's a big puncher. So at this point in his career, I'm expecting him to still have that power. And due to, Roy Jones being a fighter that relied a lot on reflexes and movement, I think, that's going to be a negative for him in this fight, due to his age. I think we've seen in his, last bunch of fights, his reflexes are simply just not what they used to be. And his chin seems to have deteriorated quite a lot. It doesn't look like he can take much of a shot anymore. And, being that Mike Tyson should still have power, I'm expecting Mike Tyson to hit him, and I think Roy Jones is going to stay hit. So those are some of the reasons why I think Mike Tyson's going to get the knockout. I heard some things, though, that in this fight you weren't allowed to knock each other out, and maybe there was going to be head guards and big gloves, and they weren't going to announce a winner for the fight. Now I'm hearing that they've changed it. It is going to be almost a normal fight, other than it being a shortened fight. But yeah, I had money on Mike Tyson for a couple of months now, and now then I started hearing that they weren't going to announce a winner and you weren't going to be allowed to knock each other out. I was wondering, what's going to play out now, with the bets that people have already got in on the two fighters, if you're not going to announce winners and you can't knock each other out. But now, anyways, it seems like things are back to normal and we're going to have a proper fight. So that sounds good, and I'm looking forward to that. So like I was saying, though, due to their styles, I think being older will suit Mike Tyson more. I know Mike Tyson relied on speed and explosiveness, and he did rely on reflexes as well, because he was a decent counterpuncher and he had used a lot of head movement and speed and power. But he has power still, I'm assuming. Roy Jones relied a lot on his reflexes and stuff. I think his reflexes are gone. I think his punch resistance is gone. So I think that's going to play out in the fight. I think even if Mike Tyson's head movement, he can't maybe do that too well, but due to he may fatigue from using head movement and applying pressure, I think he'll be able to just put up a high guard and apply pressure to Roy Jones that way. And I think that'll wear Roy Jones down, because he's a very physical guy, very stocky guy. He can apply that pressure on Roy Jones. I don't think Roy Jones is going to be able to move too much in the fight, and I think he'll be able to pin Roy down on the ropes and be able to punch through and around the guard with hard hooks and uppercuts. So that's how I think the fight's going to play out. Mike Tyson obviously just got to watch out. Roy does have some power, but I think Mike Tyson will be able to take the shot better due to, having not fought as recently as Roy. So maybe the rest he's had, that'll help him. And his jaw didn't seem to be as bad as what Roy's looks at the moment. He's got a thicker neck, which will help him take the shot better. I think he'll be able to put up a high guard. Just keep an eye out for Roy Jones's left hook. Try to get in close. Once he's in close, start to, let the combinations go. Hard shots to the head and body. But that also depends on the ref, whether the ref is going to allow Mike to work on the inside. And I'm sure Roy Jones is going to, use his craftiness and his boxing IQ to, try and move around the ring, try and, pot shot and catch Mike coming in. And then when Mike does get in, I'm sure Roy Jones is going to try and tie him up and not let, Mike work on the inside. So that comes down to whether the ref is going to, stop Roy Jones from clinching and, let Mike Tyson work on the inside. That's just how I see the fight playing out. I think Mike Tyson is going to be able to get his shots off on the inside, and I think he's going to be able to, stop Roy Jones. That's how I see the fight playing out, guys. Let me know what you guys think about the fight in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Talk to you guys soon.